Good morning, good people. It is Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. It is 7:04 in the a.m. I'm coming to you today. Happy Nail Wednesday, by the way. I'm just leaving Elevate Life Church. We are in a season of fasting and prayer. 21 days of fasting and prayer, which began on January 4th. So this is day 4. Day 3 of prayer. We have prayer every morning at all our locations. I attend the Oakleaf location, and so I'm leaving Oakleaf. Prayer begins at 6 a.m. and so we are just getting done. And I'm leaving. Before I left for prayer this morning, God spoke to me to speak to the people, and I told you that I wouldn't be doing these these vlogs like as often as I had been, because I'm in this season of fasting and prayer. But he spoke to me this morning and said, speak to the people about what they're doing, about where their priorities are. And I heard it, but I kind of brushed it off like, yeah, I mean, that's a little harsh. Like, it's like, let people get through the new year, right? But then when we got here for prayer and the pastor came up to give a little word before we went to our personal time of prayer, he said, you know, why do we fast and why do we pray? We pray and we fast for correction. That is what he said. And we pray and we fast for connection. And so in that, it was clear, you know, what God wanted me to speak, and that is to tell you all that our life is not our own. If you belong to Jesus Christ, your life is not your own. So if you are in a place where you just enjoy doing what you're doing and you're good and comfortable doing what you want to do, but you have not sought the face of God to ask him if what you are doing is what he wants you to be doing, then you are operating in a position that is not honoring God. It's honoring yourself. You're edifying yourself, and so you need to stop and think, is the path you have chosen for yourself the path that God, does it align with the path that God has chosen for you? And that's the essence of the message. When you are seeking God, you are asking him to lead you, to guide you, to give you direction, right? Which means you don't have it all together. You don't have the answer. And so that is the correction part. Lord, I know I'm not perfect, because none of us is, but you are. And so God, lead me, guide me, correct me. And so if you are not seeking God, then I implore you to seek God. And when you are seeking God, you are listening for his direction to correct you, your course of action that you are currently on. And so that is the essence of the message. And then connecting to God in a way that you are relying on him and him alone as your source. If you are tapping into your friends, your family, even your husband or your wife, before you are seeking God, or in spite of seeking God, I again would implore you to look to the Lord as your source. That is kind of what I wanted to share with you, and just to speak this. You know, it's difficult when you're out here trying to survive, and you're doing things the best way you know how, and you're living the best way you know how, and it seems like you just can't get right. Again, it comes back to, where are you putting your faith and your trust? right? If you're putting your faith and trust in man, in your job, in your education, in whatever it in your environment, you may have grown up in a well-to-do family or whatever the case may be. If you're putting your faith and trust in those things and not the things of God, that may be what's keeping you from your full potential, from reaching and attaining all the things that God has in store for you. And He has so much in store for you. I know I'm driving now, but I had to get this out. I'm being very careful. As you can see, my eyes are on the road. And so I love you all with the love of the Lord. Seek Him. Seek His face. His face. And listen. And when you hear, obey. Okay? I love you with the love of the Lord. Be safe. Have a wonderful day. On